August 26th live show karaoke.
Well, go straight like that.
Oh yeah, you have to start with the promo at all time. I'm not going to in again at some stage. Live show karaoke. Me and Deji will be on stage. We'll party for a little bit, but for the most part, we want you guys to have fun. We want to create an event where our listeners can come and have a good time with us. Drink. You right?
Yeah, I'm just on my phone.
Oh.
Give it a bell, please.
Yes, we want to create an event where you guys can come, listen, and come and enjoy.
Yeah, and also I don't want people to feel like if they come they have to get on stage and they have to sing and all of that. It's not that kind of vibes. If you're coming to catch a vibe and you just want to chill, by all means come. Hopefully everybody everybody will be singing, everybody will be having a good time. We do have a Spotify playlist. Guys, please, we know how we don't really trust DJs too much.
The phone is ringing, but I don't know where it is.
I think it's in my car.
Alright.
We don't really trust DJs too much, and because of that reason, we're gonna make a Spotify playlist. I'll try and make an Apple Music one too. I don't know if you can add public music to that, but Spotify playlist will be there. You guys could just go in, add in songs. Like I just don't want R&B. I want the white bangers. Wonderwall and that.
I want it that way.
Oh,
I want it that way. Tell me why. Bro, I have to be like top 2 white songs of all time.
Look, there's song, what's called Kings of Leon, Sex on Fire.
Sex on Fire. Any Adele song.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I don't know. And I don't. Yeah, all right, Deji. Deji with the vocals. Come on.
Rolling in the deep. What's called Set the Rain on Fire.
There was one that just came out recently in that album there. I can't remember what it's called, but no, Adele has bangers.
Adele has bangers after bangers. Even
Smile Like You Mean It, Mr. Brightside, The Killers.
We got some for NSYNC.
That. It's NSYNC. Oh no, that's Backstreet Boys. There's definitely NSYNC songs.
Yeah, there's definitely NSYNC songs.
And we have people that we're gonna have a little bit of it. We're gonna have games as well using the karaoke.
You know what I'm thinking of?
Make on that.
You know what I'm thinking of, right? We get like 5 people that randomly buy tickets. Like let's say the 23rd ticket and the 56th ticket. We're gonna when they sign in, I'll try and get them a little whiteboard. So when we're actually doing those, you guys can be the judge to see who wins.
There you go.
Look, all we're saying is it's gonna be a fucking fantastic vibe.
Good
come,
vibe.
Catch a vibe. If you wanna come, if you wanna perform. Someone in the comments said that they think they take me. Are they crazy?
I saw that.
Oh wait, you know who it was? It was Runn. I will smoke you.
There was actually someone even in the comments on Insta that said that as a rapper they would.
I will smoke
more
you.
than those rap hats.
Bro, you know what it is, yeah? Man's got the intangibles, you get me?
You better go and all that.
Man's got the intangibles.
Dangerous City, this is why Dangerous City, man.
Like I don't think someone's girl and start serenading her. I would do like Usher.
You're not Usher, man. You need to chill on that. And don't worry, Deji and I will be on stage. We'll still, if for those that like us for podding, we'll still be on stage. We'll still do our thing. We'll still be the highest level analysis the culture needs. Have a bit of game with that. We might do a dilemma here and there. Not too long though. Because the most important thing is for you guys to have fun. Because I know some people are like saying how we enjoy the podcast. The podcast element will still be a part of this show. So if you want to come for the podcast element, we're going to do some of that as well. If you want to come catch a vibe and see the competition, we have more stuff to announce down the pipeline. Prizes, everything. Pull up, August 26th, Wigwam with GB event. Shout out GB. And yeah, have a good time.
Look, it's going to be a fantastic time. What's called QR code is going to be on the screen. Or it's going to be link in bio. Look, man, you know what it is, yeah? When you see something working, use it.
I've never seen you say QR code on the screen.
Yeah, but you know what, yeah?
Over there?
I charge it. We're about constant improvement.
Yes.
One thing is going to get better.
Yeah.
And then the next thing is going to get better.
Yeah.
So now we're stepping up production a little bit. You guys, you get your
We had to step up consistency first. That was like our first goal when we started doing this again. We had to be like, we gotta be consistent. I think now we're calm. It's part of our weekly schedule, so it's not even that tough. Like Deji says, he just shows up. I tell him, this man's coming on, this man's coming on.
I feel like we've now gotten a good system in place. Where things just kind of work. They flow,
Yeah, it's kind of what we were saying. It was about building the good foundation before you start adding on top of things. It's a gaff. Anyway, you build a good foundation before you add on top. You don't want to jump like, okay, we should do this, but your foundations aren't even properly built yet. But I think that's it. August 26th. I cut the promo.
Wait. There's more promo. Yo,
yes.
August the 6th,
Fusion Fest.
Fusion Fest. Sorry, look, brave for
He says refer to me as Big Deji.
Yeah. Actually, you know, that's from now on. Yeah, any human that's put me on posters or anything, my name is Big Deji. Don't be calling me Deji, bro. Like, there's a stage name for a reason. Big Deji. You can't be Big Deji. Like, even my intro, Big Deji, everything. But you might want to say Deji. It's calm, though. It's calm. It's alright. But yeah, put some respect on my name.
It requires a pause when another man is want to tell the man Big. You know that was. They have to do Big Deji and then in brackets at the end of on the poster, pause.
I remember that. But you know, don't even pause. Just put the emoji. Just.
Big Deji. I was actually listening to 90s Babies and Fred ordered food there and it says, I'm coming outside, I'm coming now. Pause. They need to say that.
You know what's funny, yeah? At this point, it's more funny than like taking it seriously.
Yeah.
Like it's jokes.
The New York ones, they used to take serious.
Oh no, yeah. But that's what it started from there, man.
Yeah, the start from over there. Well, how you doing, bro? How's it going?
I'm chilling. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. Chat to the people. Let me go grab my phone.
Oh man, I don't know how long this is gonna be going for.
I'm gonna be gone for like 30 seconds, man.
I'm going to grab his phone.
Why are you scared?
As I'm back here, let me promote this thing again. August 26th, yeah. We have guests lined up. We're going to do Battle of the Podcast. That's the aim. We have a couple of podcasts that are going to sing, and then the crowd or the panel of judges will have to decide who goes to the next round. Might not just be podcasters, might be people within our scene. And after the Battle of the Podcast is finished, because you know that will take 20 minutes, because as you can see, it'll probably be a song each, 4 or 5 people singing. Next round, and then you guys decide. You guys sing along with them. We'll create a vibe, and then if you want to, you can come on. You can now then take over and sing and put the song on the playlist that they're just gonna post. Because the way I see it is, summer's gonna come to an end. I know a lot of us probably don't go to uni, but there were winter weather. That autumn weather is about to seep in. It's gonna be dark at 6 o'clock. So at the end of August, kind of made sense to do an event that's a bit more vibrant and vibesy. And we will be on stage doing another podcast show, and like I said earlier, we are going to have a podcast element to this show, but we want it to be like something that our listeners, that we can just have fun with. They just buy your tickets, like I'm saying it to you guys. Last time it did sell out.
Oh,
people were texting me on the day saying, guess this. This time, look, I'm not on that. Don't text me on the day because the days itself are stressful. The only time I've been sick in like the last 18 months was the week of the show. A lot comes at you that way. So don't, just buy a ticket now, be wise, and yeah.
Yeah, oh, actually, speaking about the show as well, from now until then, I want us to do, and whoever gets we have on or whatever, what's your karaoke song for the week?
Yes, okay. Do you want to do it now or?
For me, I would say, it's a wild song, because I was just listening, like, you know what, it's got me back in.
It's got to do about sex, isn't it?
No, yeah, actually.
Who else for the sex got ditch?
Nah, you know what, because I've been listening to more like rap and stuff, but since we're like karaoke, it's like, you know, let me listen to some R&B. On the way here, yeah, which one do I want to go with? I'm going to go Usher Climax.
Of course, reach our climax, yeah. Mine is Knock You Down. Keep rocking.
What's good?
I've done karaoke bears in the last year because every time someone goes away, like for work and shit, it's karaoke.
It's always karaoke,
yeah. How you doing, though? How's it going?
Oh, bro, charge it. What's good? I got to charge something to the game. And you know, it's been a while because we've been doing segments and stuff. We haven't really been charging anything to the game. Bro, right now it's chopping my peas, bro.
Every time Deji travels, I actually text him, did you miss your flight? They just missed more flights since I've known him than I've ever missed in my entire life.
But you know what?
I've never missed a flight.
You know what, yeah? I've been, up until recently, I've only ever missed one flight. And like, some of those flights that I've missed, there was like one time where, I'm not gonna lie to you, just the thought of traveling was long.
Okay.
And the flight for the next day was like 20 quid, so I was like, fuck it. I missed my flight.
No, that's not really missed flight. Yeah. I think missed flight is when you make you just chose not to take the flight.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. But what happened?
So, anyways, went Manny, because doing a quick 24-hour trip to Manny. Went there, like, because I had a flight at 6 a.m., I decided, you know what, let me not sleep because it's long. I have to drive to the airport, I have to do this, I have to do that. So I was like, I didn't even pack. I think I only checked in early in the morning, so I was like, yo, I'm just not going to sleep. Get to Manny around like 9 a.m., sleep for like 2 hours or whatever, get up, go about our day. My flight the next morning is like 7 a.m. After we went out about our day, we came back home, we were watching like TV and all this kind of shit, so it was already like 2 a.m. And I had to leave the house probably around like 4-ish or like 5-ish. So I was like, calm, there's no point in sleeping now, because if I fall asleep, it's going to be hard for me to make the thing. So I'm up, it's like 3 a.m. I was like, let me just chill, watch YouTube for a bit, because I'm not gonna sleep in it. A part of me was even like, no, let me just take the Uber to the airport now, so I'm there. Bro, I wake up 5 minutes after my gate closes.
Charging.
Bro, and you know, and the thing is, right, return flights cost me 30 quid.
Yeah.
To go and come. This flight, for some reason, coming back from Manny, this was Sunday morning. Sunday morning, Monday and Tuesday, all of the flights were priced crazy. Because usually flying to Mali is probably like 30 euros, like 15 euros or something like that. Bro, tomorrow I have to pay 152 euros for a flight.
Sunday flights tend to just be more expensive because a lot of people, if you're doing a quick trip, they always come back on Sunday.
Yeah, but the thing is, even Monday was expensive. Yeah. And Tuesday was expensive.
Oh, no, Tuesday's a bit far. I understand Monday.
The cheapest thing was Wednesday.
Yeah, because nobody really flies that midweek.
Yeah, but bro, who's flying back on a Tuesday? Who's flying back on Monday?
So no, Monday I can understand a little bit because you could do Sunday away and still come back on Monday.
No, but you people
Tuesday
is on the banker.
On the banker?
Yeah, people only come back on Monday on the banker.
No, so I've done trip to England and I'll just say I'll just come back on the Monday because I want to spend Saturday. Because sometimes on the Sunday I might be doing something and I'm just like the effort of flying, I'm just going to stay there on Monday. But then you better have some time for a minute, just come back on Monday because the cash loss you're going to make staying that extra day, but like just food, Uber, if you just pay for accommodation, yeah, it always adds up anyway. So sometimes I'm just like, yeah, because in October I'm doing a quick trip. I'm just gonna go Thursday, come back Friday. Like, no stress at that. But yeah,
what are you doing? What's up?
I'm good, man. I was at a wedding on Saturday.
Jordan.
First of all, shout out Washington and CK. God bless you, man. Congratulations, and God bless you guys, and hopefully a fruitful marriage and all that. But yeah,
now we talk. Bro,
I messed up, Deji.
No, wait, what? Look, that was the most Congolese. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna take a pause and I want to give a shout out to somebody. Don't go look nice.
He said with his Conor McGregor.
Yeah, drip.
With his fucking purse.
Yeah, drip. But I have to give credit where credit is due. Yeah, drip. But now let's go back to you, Congolese man. Bro, what is man doing with the WWE title? Why does he have a WWE title? Only the Congolese wedding.
I've never been jealous of grooms at the wedding because like before it I was like like the marriage. After it I'm like the stress that goes through even get to this day. That was the first time I've actually looked at the groom on stage and said I'm a little bit jealous.
You know, I wish I was you.
The guy was up there with his guitar, with his shades. CK was there with his shades, belt on.
Why does the man have a WWE belt, bro?
I don't know where it even came from. Because I'm seeing this, it's like, this is a different level of apology. And shout out to him, and like, Doug was like, there was no alcohol at the time. And it's like 11. And some people, the rumors are going around, I said, oh, there's no alcohol, off was closed. Because I'm like, how are we going to do? Next thing, this guy takes out his phone, text, like, yeah. Bottle coming in 20 minutes. 20 minutes later, we have Apple JD. I don't know who he texted. I don't know how he did it. We got the alcohol in there.
That is the level of influence you need in this life.
You know, that you could be anywhere and just be like, I actually need alcohol right now at 10 o'clock. Because in England, they do like Deliveroo's and even
they don't sell, they sell alcohol past.
Yeah, because I've been in hotels and ordered wine like way past the hour.
Do you man spray money on your weddings?
Not really. No, we don't actually. We give them in envelopes.
Because we don't spray. Because I saw one you that's been coming throwing waste everywhere. Bro, it have to be sprayed.
Yeah,
man.
that's true. That's right. I saw that as well. But no, that's kind of my weekend. I don't recover as quick anymore from hangovers.
But the thing is, right? Do you drink stupidly though? And when I say drink stupidly, like, because for me, I'll pace myself, and after every couple of drinks, I'll have a glass of water.
Yeah, no.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I had water when I started to feel like I'm gone. I started drinking water. I started eating a bit. Like I know when it's time to be like stop. I know when it's like you've had enough. Stop now. Drink water and start eating. And it's also I don't drink to that level often enough. Like you might catch me on a wine. Like you've seen my snaps. Wine on a Friday, a couple of glasses here and there, but not like there was JD, there was Henny, there was Ciroc, and I'm just like back in there. And all of Simmy's mates, all their partners are like, hold this, because for some reason everybody like they weren't serving drinks. It was like more of a religious wedding. For some reason, everybody brought their own drink. So mans are just chilling with like Ciroc bottles.
There's weddings. How many weddings have you got to no alcohol?
Yeah. So no, I don't recover as quick. The whole next day, the whole plan was on Monday, get going, get to the gym, my usual routine. Because I spent the whole day Sunday like just pretty much
just
like
just flat
out. And, like I'm not making the effort to go into tomorrow if I don't feel okay.
Nah, bro. Yeah, because I went to my first bottomless brunch on Sunday. Yeah. The place is alright. Like what's called
in Ireland, yeah.
Yeah.
How much is that here?
I think the brunch was. Hold on, let me actually check.
And how long do you get to drink? Because the best
2 hours. You get 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I paid, because I think for bottomless cocktails you pay 30 quid.
Okay, that's alright.
So
And then food, so around 60 quid.
in total I paid, what's 40, 60.
Yeah.
But I also bought shots as well. So
Yeah.
So like, let's say shots were like 20 quid. So I probably paid like 40 something euro, maybe like 50 euro.
On top of the 30 for the bottomless.
Yeah. No.
Oh,
like
with
in total.
With the food as well.
Yeah.
So 50 euro for the bottomless.
Yeah.
Food and a couple of shots.
No. Minus the shots. The shots are like 18 euros.
Oh yeah. That's actually good value.
Except I didn't get drunk.
Yeah, they watered down the prosecco though.
It wasn't just prosecco. I was
Cocktails as well.
I was doing cocktails as well,
Yeah.
and I took shots. I took I had 2 shots tequila while I was in there. Obviously, we're back in tequila. We're back in porn stars and that.
Yeah.
And I was also back in prosecco. Bro, I left there and I was calm. I was vexed.
No, I went to bottomless. I've only been to maybe 2 bottomless. Yeah, 2. One, Simi was the one that got flat out drunk. The second one.
Yeah, but Simi bro gets flat out drunk easy, man.
The second was for my stag in Manny. Just back in shot. I drank a Bloody Mary. Bloody hell, never in your life.
Why would you get a Bloody Mary?
Do you know when you've drank all the other drinks? Yeah. You say, yeah, I've drank everything.
Look at you greedy.
That's a greedy preacher behind the Bible.
You know, that's gluttony.
That's the one. I was like, yeah, let me try Bloody Mary. I just saw Bloody Mary. After you drink, you read like, what the fuck
it's
is
tomato
this?
juice, bro.
And vodka.
Like,
who? It's Russian, isn't it?
You know. Ever since you told me that if a country's cold, the food is dead. From that day.
Because they can't grow crops.
Yeah, but from that day, I've been like, you know what?
It's like the other theory was like in the Women's World Cup, what's happening right now. The best countries are the countries with good women's rights. So the Scandinavian countries, there's Australia, England, America. So it's like so when you're because obviously we're doing that thing at work where everybody gets a team.
No, the sweepstakes, yeah.
The sweepstakes. Like the best countries are the ones that were like the Middle East countries or the African countries where the women's right aren't like tops. They're supposed to just be cooking and having babies. You want to see a good team, they're not play football.
Nah, but you know what? Even shout out to you guys for actually doing the sweepstakes for women's football.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, shout out to him.
Because usually nobody even knows that it's on, but
because Ireland are playing, isn't it?
Well, I guess that's the new one.
I got Brazil. Let's go Brazil. I got Argentina in November one for the men's one. So I won quick 100 quid. Brazil won 4-0 their first game. So shout out Ireland.
Shout out to Nigeria Super Eagles.
Oh yeah, they won today as well.
Yeah. What's called 4 points. We just need one more win to get out of the.
Oh shit.
Get out of the group.
Is that? I didn't. No, there's a few African teams.
Yeah,
there's Zambia said they got smashed Saturday.
But we're in the same group as Ireland, so we're playing Ireland too.
Oh, you're playing. Oh yes, I did see those tweets. Yeah, but Ireland are knocked out, and you guys are in good form.
Yeah, one more win. When we smack up Ireland, are we go through?
That's what I was talking to you about. It's like obviously I was listening to VP trying to defend his country, and I was listening to the other side. I was like, if you talk about like pure superstars that have come out of Africa,
yeah,
a lot of them is just like even in like basketball. I watch basketball. There's AJ, there's Izzy, there's Usman, there's obviously Berna. Not even the women's team, the '94 Super Eagles.
Isn't that basketballer?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, from Greece,
Nigeria. And then Hakeem Olajuwon, the first African MVP, he was from Nigeria as well. So I was deep because I was trying to back VP small because agenda in it. I was trying to back him. I was like, now when it comes to pure superstars, and then I started thinking of other countries. I was like, maybe South Africa. But I was like, South Africa, I don't know any. The rugby team.
What's called Black Coffee?
Is good. Is he South African?
I think he is.
Would you class him as a superstar?
Yeah. What's called maybe not in the scene that I care about, but
yeah,
apparently it's supposed to be. And what's called you might have Fali to a certain degree.
Yeah, and the thing is, I was actually thinking that being from a francophone country, you're only really accessible to certain markets. Like, because Fali and Levi, like I think everybody's going to November. They're all going to Paris. It's still not like big arenas. Yeah. But like speaking French or Lingala is not as transferable as in English languages to like most markets, and that's why even in like Bad Bunny, because all of South America speaks Spanish. So he has all of that demographic. Because I will see snaps of him doing 120k stadiums. I'm like, who?
Bro, he makes millions just off tours alone.
Yeah.
Like he's backing.
Even Enrique Iglesias, the comedian, you saw that Dodger Stadium doing stand up. But because the whole Hispanic community of South America, Latin America, let's say, like from Mexico downwards, all back him because it's transferable. Whereas I'm like, there's no market like that for French. It's like France, Belgium,
Canada,
and Switzerland. but that's not as big as like all of Latin America. Or English is like sometimes if you go to like Netherlands or Portugal and you're speaking English to everybody, you don't even think you're in a non-English speaking country because everybody speaks English.
I'm speaking English to everybody.
Yeah, whereas French is not like that. I can't like if I went to Amsterdam and only spoke French, I won't have as easy as time as.
Oh yeah, it's one but English is like what the most. Like,
it's did you actually see Mali it's a Mali or Senegal? It's one of them. They're actually banning French as their first language.
I forgot it.
Yeah, they say F the white man. Literally F the white man.
Fuck them niggas, man.
And sorry, I wanted to bring up something, but it actually just slipped. Oh yeah, this week we've been getting called out a bit.
Yeah, but you know what? 2
call outs this week.
One thing I'd like to say though is that at least I know I can say anything because no one's listening, innit?
That's funny. On that though, look, I'm not mad at it. If someone talks, if I talk about someone publicly and I criticize someone publicly, they have every right to defend themselves publicly.
Yeah.
Come after me publicly.
Say what you want, bro.
Yeah. I can't.
Well, within reason.
Yeah, I can't. Obviously, you can't control people's reactions or what people are willing to say or do. I definitely wasn't mad at that.
To be honest, I said what I said, and I stand by it.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you have a problem with it, come see me.
Like nobody would know.
Exactly.
It's all internet shit.
Yeah, but you know what?
Myself included, I'm not really willing to do anything.
I let it be known. I am not a bad man.
Yeah.
I'm not on, I don't like being angry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like, who is it that said it? Someone said it today. I was watching the video. I think it was Abracadabra. No, who was it? Someone anyway was just like, bro, it was Bobby Schmurda. He was like, bro, if you're over 21 and you're talking about ups, get a life.
Approaching 30 and then saying, I can't go that much. Why?
Like,
my ups and downs.
Bro, your idiots are getting married and building businesses. You're talking about ups. So I don't know ups. I'm by no means a bad man.
Yeah.
But if you want to come chat to me, innit?
That always. Even if you want to come and charge it and chat.
Nah, you're not coming on charge to chat.
I hear it though.
You know,
I hear it.
Yeah, but fam, you know what? It feels like someone has been shaken up because even Simba was going crazy with the tweets.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about Simba's. What do you want to? Should I read the tweets or should I just give a summary of what he actually was trying to say?
Whichever one.
So Simba, everybody knows Simba. I'm surprised to see you. If you've heard that in any Irish song, you know him. He owns Jungle Beam Studio. Shout out Simba. Mm-hmm. And he went on. I wouldn't say he was expressing his opinion because sometimes I don't want to say it's a rant because I don't know what voice he's saying it to it, and it's no negative connotation. And he might just be sitting there calm, expressing his opinion. So he just was talking about the scene. This is an Irish podcast where we talk about the Irish. I hate that word. I hate saying that. Let me read some of the tweet. It says, I'm sick of the people in our creative scene that can help or educate but decide not to because you don't want them to get too big. Too many people with the only one person can eat time mentality. If I've managed to crack the code, why would I not share that with the next person? I understand decision makers moving weird and but your peers on this small island not sharing information with you. Stormzy said, this is the one. Niggas walked through the door and didn't leave the key. I treat Dave that way, so I treat Dave the way niggas should have treated me. That one, and then this one as well. And I'm not talking about the music scene. It's all across creatives. Sorry, people believing that they are competition with another. One person's podcast doing well is better for the whole podcast scene. Or podcasts be hating on each other too. Me, I don't know who's it, so new. Fair enough. Cello and Gliders chatting with their project. Is great for rappers. Yet it's the rappers that saying yeah, but they're signed though. DJs or promoters are killing it, but they want to be fighting each other over who's the best instead of working together. And also, is anyone sick of diversity and inclusion? Yes. Marvel put that line up out. I was like, bring back the positive racism.
Well, you know what, please, diversity hire me, bro.
I want to do PLC.
You know?
PLC,
call me.
But yes, just on this talk of the scene and people not sharing information and look, what do you think of those tweets? Let me ask you.
I think it's pretty spot on, to be honest. Cause you know what it is. I find some people that do them things weird. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like just because that person's popping doesn't mean you can't pop as well.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Matter of fact, pop when you finish popping. Tell me everything you do so I can do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And like I've been fortunate enough that everybody that I fucked with in this thing has been cool. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I'd easy, like I'll say, I call Tommy sometimes and like, yo, how you man do that? Do you get what I'm saying? And Tommy's always, yo, this how this. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and just breaks it down. And like, and same way, anybody can call me and anything that I've done, bro. I'll give you, like, if you want me to help yourself a podcast, let me know. I'll help yourself a fucking podcast. Like, do you get what I'm saying? I'll tell you where we record. I'll tell you how much we pay. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you that. Like, it's not really
gatekeeping is like.
Yeah, because bro, it's just like I just don't see the point. And like I don't know. I feel like just people like some people. I feel like they're just bad vibes. Do you get what I'm saying? And like I don't know. Like jealousy is a hell of a drug, and it's killing our people. But like I don't know how to change it. Like,
and it's like some people already. I can see. I've noticed actually. Toby, the radio guy, said it. Want to get the gist. He said some people already have that gatekeeper thing that they think they're the ones providing opportunity and access. And did you know me? That's a reason why sometimes I look at people. I'm like, I don't want to ask anybody for shit because you're thinking you're sitting on the high horse. Like this, there's even been said as I say, you worry about getting in those doors yourself. Don't worry about what we're doing over here. When we're saying like get us in the door, which is like, can we not be in the door as well? Literally, they said. Don't worry about what we're doing, you get in the door yourself. Things like that, when you see it, you're like, fair enough. Like, I know where everybody stands now. I know, like, some people in life, if they're in the position of power, it's not the best thing because they will get to their head. They're not here to elevate people. And I think one of the quotes that they was quoted and they said, people don't mind the scene progressing as long as they're at the forefront. Yeah. People don't mind the scene growing as long as they're the ones that we're the best, we're the one like charting, we're the one doing live shows, and that kind of mentality. And I come from like heavy sports background. The reason Bundesliga isn't watched, this is German league for ladies listening, because there's one top team. So it makes the reason the Premier League is the most watched league in the world, because you have United, you have Arsenal, you have Chelsea. The more good teams in that league, the better the league, the more TV revenue, the more everybody's spending. Yeah. So it's only beneficial when scarcity is worse. It's only beneficial when you have more good things. You want where's the header to be at their best. You want Get Just to be at their best. Dongle, Charger, bar for bar. You want everybody to be at their best. So when people want to even do the podcast thing, they have to look at like, okay, that's a level. If you want to win the Premier League against Pep, you have to be like, man, I have to spend 200 million. And Brighton spending 200 million, Newcastle spending 200 million. What does that do? It just creates more teams. It creates better league for everybody. So that's my first line of thinking is like, you don't want one good thing because then you become like PSG in the Uber Eats. You're the only good team and nobody gives a fuck about that whole entire league. We're just going to watch the Premier League over there. So I didn't even... Second thing, because I even heard the 90s babies talking about this and about how weird it's becoming over there because there's money involved and money is the root to the evilest. Like it says it. Money will make people see things differently. The thing that kills me here is like nobody that I know of, nobody's really getting paid like that. Obviously people get gigs here and there, but nobody's making their full living doing this. And we're already bad vibes. Imagine if they start putting money in these things. Bro, the minute this starts to get icky and like people start moving booky and weird, it'll just start becoming fun. I understand why Fred was like, I don't really want to F with industry niggas like that because there's a lot of weird energy around these people. I understand why it's like, I just want to stay in my house because you're going to these events and I get it. You have to be in these rooms, you have to be in this. But the older you get also, you don't want to be around certain type of energy even if it is beneficial for you.
But I also think it's just understanding like Trump always says, not everyone's your boy in this thing.
Yeah, like, no friends in the industry.
Yeah, it's not like there's people that I fuck with and like all that kind of shit. But I'm very aware that like we're not boys. I respect what you do, you respect what I do, and we leave it there. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? So, and for me, I've always kind of lived life on I expect nothing from everybody. So, if someone doesn't open the door for me, it's not even something that pisses me off. I'm just kind of like, it is what it is.
Nah, I don't need you to open the door for me. I hate the idea that you think you are the one in charge of.
Yeah, but once time comes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And the thing is, like, you think you're in charge, but when it comes down to it, we'll see if you really are in charge. Because the thing is, like, if you had a problem with me, you couldn't get me removed. You couldn't get me blacklisted in any room. Like, there's nowhere that you go that it's like, oh, don't shout Deji anymore. If you don't have the power to at least even do that, come on.
But in their brain, in people's minds are starting to think that like, I can say don't shout this person for this certain thing, and it's like and
that's cool. Like that person that you told not to shout, I don't care if they come or not. Do you get what I'm saying? Like that's even the thing with us of like, we're trying to build this thing off our back, not anybody else's back. Do you get what I'm saying? Even that's why there's been so many solo episodes, because it's off our back. Like, we want you guys to fuck with us because of us, not because of the guest that's on or whatever. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's just like, to me, it just is what it is. Like,
and yeah, someone like Simba who doesn't really tweet even much. Like, I think it was tweeting me when he beat us in the final. He usually doesn't. For him to get, I don't want to say frustrated, because I don't know what he was feeling. Like, for him to get to a point where he felt like he needed to release these ideas or these thoughts, just shows you, because whenever you go to the studio, sometimes like the cool kids, you know, like I remember walking in once, I'm like, I see Jafaris, I see Solo, where's the head out upstairs. I'm kind of like, okay, this is a cool space. So he has access to a lot of these people within the space. Let's call it that. So then he's obviously seeing things I don't. If I'm not podding with you, for the most part, I'm at home. Like I'm not really. Like I see the events, I see them happening, like the PLT thing. I open my story, I'm like, oh man, this is happening. I didn't even know. I just saw it happening. So for the most part, but he's more ingrained within it, and he sees more of these people. So I was like, yeah, there must be some truth to it. And more people are quote tweeting saying that, yeah, people only want the scene to grow if they are at the forefront. Fair enough. The cream will rise to the top.
You know, I think that's the thing that also it mellows me up.
Yeah.
Like, there's no one that I think is like leagues and heads and shoulders above everybody else. You get what I'm saying? Like, I respect what some man are doing.
Yeah.
Some man are saying something, you're doing your thing. Like, and I just also understand that, like, things can change tomorrow, man.
Yes.
Like, bro, like one clip pops.
Yeah.
That person now has however many thousand new listeners and all this kind of shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, it really is.
One song pops.
You know what I'm saying? The internet's fake.
The internet, it will give you access to, like I was telling you here before we start recording, Central C, you could argue, has the two most popular songs of the last 12 months. And now he's doing stuff with Drake. And in the next 12 months, I always say this on Twitter, it's like, it's a similar run that we saw Jack Harlow have for those 2 years where he was just on everything, he was hot. Now it's Central C's turn. This is 2 years ago. Obviously now, let's see where Central C goes with it. But back to your point, it's like, at any given moment, anybody can have that moment that they pop, and we're not paying attention, or we're trying to. It's hard to gatekeep really with the internet, because everybody has direct access to the people themselves.
And also, this is the thing. Like, I will never get mad.
Yeah.
But just know that if the situation flips, if that situation, like, look, if you want to be a dickhead and you want to gatekeep and you want to do crabs in the bucket and all of that, just make sure you stay ahead of me.
No, that's fair enough.
It's true, I'm telling you. Because if you ever hit at that point, I'm popping, yo, Deji, can I come on this?
It's like why they always say when you're working with people, you always want to maintain good relationships, because you've told a story about the next time you want to do an interview, who was interviewing you?
Bro, I just did something interview. Bro, I hated that manager. I hate that. Like, you know what, yeah? Because even his voice pissed me off, bro. Even though, like, you know when someone sends an email and it's like I'm reading the email in his voice and I'm just getting vexed.
Yeah.
So I treated him like a dickhead too.
Yeah.
And then it didn't really bite me back.
It didn't really bite you.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
I work for that company now.
Oh, you got there. You get there eventually, so it is hard to gatekeep, but it's also good to maintain.
Oh, it's good.
It's preferable. It's preferable to maintain good relationships, you know. And obviously, Deji, can you even box? Because they said they can.
Tommy, you can catch the smoke, bro. Like, this is the thing, yeah. Tommy can catch the smoke.
They said boxing or not boxing.
You know what? Yeah,
they'll slap you off.
Because I listened to the episode and it was like, you know what? I love the way that we can actually just banter.
Yeah.
And everyone knows this banter. You know what I'm saying? We can run it. Don't get it twisted. We can run it. However, it's all love, man. But yeah, I'm here for the pod.
I enjoy KD's take. KD's like, I beat Jordan. That guy is married and happy. He has no time to be fighting.
He ain't been through it. He ain't got the dog.
He has got that dog in him.
No,
I lived through war in Africa. Don't joke. We've had bullets. I don't need to sell myself to you. Like Dave says, run it. Well, do you know what, yeah?
Oh.
Them boys did my boy Dave dirty.
Oh, yeah?
I love Dave, yeah? Well, the thing about Snow sometimes, obviously, I listen to him pretty regularly. Snow, even when he's joking, he says things like matter of factual. Mm-hmm. Like, he's saying things like, no, this is what I will do to this boy. Tommy's like, I need to train 12 weeks. It's like, nah. I can take more effect.
Nah,
but no, the honestly think they'll be a trio. In what world?
Oh, Tom is a teddy bear, bro.
What? I'm just gonna. Do you know that Powerpuff thing, girl thing, or when I do this and David's swinging? What's he gonna do? What's the answer for that? What's it? When I jumped, bro,
man. Like I said,
you're doing good for the community. I love Open Circle. Seda was your head at.
She said you're a man.
Don't step in this ring with me. You don't want that. I'm 6-0.
You know what though?
I'm 6-0.
Like, honestly, it's 2-1 either way. It's 2-1 either way.
Okay, if it was 2-1 us, yeah, who's the one that loses? I hate this guy. I hate this
You know what
guy.
though? I actually see. This is the thing, yeah. Like KD's point is right about you being too comfortable.
Yeah.
Well, you have more to lose, so you're more dangerous, man.
What do you mean I have more to lose?
You have to go home to your wife and you have a mortgage to pay.
Yeah. Oh, she just tell me so I can call KD for you. I'll never be able to listen to what again. I can never listen to them again.
Honestly, you will have no. You might as well just.
I would have to win just out of I want peace at home.
Yeah.
Just out of sheer. This can't be. Take out those bins. No, so I can call KD.
And you know, Nigerian women have mouth as well. Didn't I see a sleep?
You know what? I'll be like, yeah, I don't really want to train. That'll be motivation. We'll get into an argument. I'll just deep. She might be. If I. This will be used for all future arguments.
But you know if you agree to it, yeah, Simi's gonna sit you down and tell you, don't embarrass me.
Yeah.
100%. That's gonna be her only input. Just don't embarrass me.
The thing is about Snow, yeah, he's sneaky athletic. I used to play ball with him. Mm-hmm. It's quick. Like when you look at him, you're like, okay, he's a bigger guy. Probably wouldn't be that quick. It's like I see those American football players are big, but they move.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, but you know what?
He
Yeah.
moves.
But you know what? Yeah, like Dave has light skin syndrome. You see the way there's short man syndrome?
Yeah.
Light skin guys, everyone thinks they're soft, so they have to get super angry.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? That time, that day, you know which day I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I saw the Dave's eyes. He switched.
That's the thing, though. Do you think you could just fight? Yeah, I guess it would either be like embarrassment. I was like, 'cause I don't really want to fight them, man. I don't really hate them, man.
No.
So to get in a ring to actually fight them,
Bro,
don't I need to be motivated? Like, why am I fighting them?
Because when we do it, we're going to get sponsors and we're going to get the bag. Bro.
For charity, no?
Bro, give me my 10 bags.
Charity karaoke, August 26th, that's a charity.
Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, the charity account is the charity. Because what's called, look, them other man, they have enough money to that it doesn't matter. Like, they can, it's like, well, you don't need this money, just give it to charity.
Yeah.
I'm on the other hand, I got bills to pay, nigga. This guy's got a mortgage, we've got cars, we've got a life to live in it.
Yeah, no, boys, definitely run it.
But,
we're ready before the end of the summer.
Hopefully, right now, there's a little snippet. If there's not, fuck it. What's called? Icebreaker.
Oh, alright, go on.
Top 10 most streamed J. Cole songs. And I need, you get 4 lives. Go.
Top 10 most streamed role models.
That's the one.
Had to be. Oh, God, J. Cole, workout.
Hold on 1 second. Let me actually. I don't think workouts in. Oh, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Workout is 8.
I want to see and what's that? Oh, got me up so high. Oh, what's the name of that song? She Knows.
No.
Oh,
I think She Knows is 12.
See, that was popping on TikTok. Okay, if it's not She Knows, I'm going for all the commercial ones.
Yeah, She Knows is 12.
Yeah, I know that's one I've got. I'm going for all the commercials. See, we did a quiz for you mans for bar. That was supposed to be on today, but they bought one, so now I'm doing this. Okay, sorry. Back on this. Oof. Middle child.
It's in the 2.
I believe that. Is it all his songs or songs that he's on?
They are all of his songs, I think.
Okay, so there's no features. It's kind of what I'm alluding to.
No. There's features actually. There's 2 features.
Okay.
There's 2 features.
What is something you call feature when that's big? Not really. Star is Born is not that big.
There's. Yeah, no, you should get some of these.
The London. No.
Yep, 3.
3. That's wild to me.
You've got 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
What else did you say?
Workout.
Yeah, you got 1, 2, 3. You got 8 as well.
Wet dreams.
Yep, that's 4.
Yeah. I'm good at this. I know things.
You know your J.
Stream era. Oh no, I don't really. They didn't really have any commercial songs and that. Forget. I'll lose life. Kevin's Heart.
No.
Yeah.
That's not even.
Yeah. No, it's
That's
Kevin's.
like 17th.
Yeah. Kevin's Heart was good. What album did he? Oh, Wet Dreams. What else is on the album? Role Model. The London. When was this list released? Because there's songs from his most recent album that I'm not putting now.
I have no idea, bro.
Oh, the one with 21 Savage. Fuck it, what's it? Ella.
No.
God. Was that One Life Left?
No, you have 2 life left.
One left.
You have 2.
Oh, I have 2?
You have 2.
Oh my god. Okay, that's calm.
Some of these you should get, to be honest.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's just when you're under Power Trip.
No. Last life. There is oh, you got that one already.
Power Trip.
One of them is a bar. You guys spoke about it on Bar for Bar.
Pride is the Devil.
Yeah, that's in the 10.
Oh, that's. I didn't know if that song was on it. Okay, that album was on it. So that album was on it. My Life.
Yep, that's in the 7.
Yeah.
Wait, so you have 1, 2. You've got
3, 4.
You got No Role Models.
Yeah.
You got Middle Child.
Yeah.
You got
The London.
Wet
Dreams.
Yeah.
Workout.
Yeah. And Pride is the Devil.
Pride is the Devil.
So there's 3 left.
Ooh, 3 with 1 life. I'm not gonna make this, man.
There's 1.
Oh, and I got My Life as well.
What?
My Life.
Yeah.
My Life.
Shit.
Yeah, no, I gotta go My Life.
Yeah, My Life.
2 left. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 left.
2 left. Yeah. My Life. Yeah.
One of them I actually don't think you're getting.
Lights, please.
No.
Oh, what are they?
So 1, No Role Models. 2, Middle Child. 3, The London. 4, Wet Dreams. 5, All My Life.
Yeah.
All my life.
That's already top 5. That came out like yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a good song. KOD.
It's in your hand. I was never gonna get that.
Yeah, KOD, My Life, Workout, Deja Vu,
Yes.
Pride is the Devil.
I got
You did alright.
8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 with 4 lives.
You did alright.
Yeah, I guess. I'm not surprised Middle Child, because Middle Child I know the J. Cole conference, because you obviously heard us talk about it. What was Pride is the Devil? Top 10 as well? 10 and then Middle Child, yeah, both of them are in the top 10. I believe that. Role Models is only because I guessed that first because my 14-year-old sister used to play in Bears. So I'm like, 14-year-olds are playing it. Obviously they're playing it. That's a good icebreaker. I wanted to ask you this, Stage. What is masculinity to you?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm the most quote unquote masculine person. Anyways, you get what I'm saying? Like I'm chilled out. I don't really get angry like that.
But is masculinity attached to anger or emotions or negative or those kind of emotions like alpha emotions?
If we're talking stereotypically, I think so. Like what's called how many times have you you've seen the list of things that men can't do? There's like 700 things on that list. You get what I'm saying? I'll even say it for myself as well. Certain things I look at men a bit sassy. I look at men and be like, that's a bit weird, bro.
Yeah.
But I actually don't really have a definition of what masculinity is.
Yeah, because I'm asking that because I don't know if you've seen the clip where Dami Hope was on the podcast with Wumi Bello, and he was talking about his masculinity essentially because he dressed how he dresses, how he is, and he's like, I'm obviously 100% straight, but he actually says it's particularly women will call him sassy, zesty.
So
what?
It's usually women.
Yeah, because I was after this conversation with they just created synonyms for that word, the negative word that they used to call gay people. It's just different words because you can't say the word. It's like, as a man. So just because I was deep in it and I was looking at them, I had to text my brother as well because my brother he was also a bit stylish, the piercings, the hair, and I was like, do people ever think you're gay? I was like, oh yeah, all the time. It happens to me all the time. People think because the way I dress is very fashionable. And I would have never deeped it because growing up, Chris and Nathan were always trying to be fashionable, always trying new things. In 2009, my friend Morris wore a cardigan with a scarf. So I always saw my friends. I also saw the other side. I played football. So I saw different. I saw different ranges of men, but they all loved women. I would always talk to them and talk about women. So I was like, I never thought they were gay, essentially. But then I was listening to that. I was like, so because of maybe how you dress, or maybe you're more boisterous, or maybe you're more comfortable in your sexuality, people then will see you as you're not as masculine. And I deeped and I was like, but when I look at Izzy, he did the Pivot podcast and he was running his Pearls. And one of the guys on the Pivot asked him, why you wearing Pearls? Because he's obviously from Florida, American footballer, so he grew up ingrained in toxic masculinity. I was deep and I was like, if anybody, there's nothing more masculine than fighting Alex Pereira.
Yeah.
When you look at that guy, I was like, you cannot tell me there's anything more masculine than literally being in your shorts. But the same guy that does that, he has his pearls, he paints his nails, but he also like, I've seen him on Flagrant, he's doing mad dick talk. He's like, so then I'm thinking, like, what really is masculinity to society? Because I've seen different ranges of, I've seen the toxic niggas, I've seen the boys doing frauds and but I also see my friends trying to be fashionable, bro, trying to dress well, paint their nails.
There was one guy when we were growing up, bro. I could like everyone could swear up and down that this guy is gay. Like he's always with the girl, or like he talks a bit. You know what I'm saying? Like stereotypically, like one of the gays and stuff like that. And like you'd swear he was gay, but not straight.
Yeah.
Like they're straight. And the thing is that just because of, I guess people call him more feminine. You think he's gay, but he's not. I
think even with Dami, I didn't really see him as more feminine. I don't know. Again, maybe because the environment I grew up, because my brother lives in England now, like, especially like when he goes to London, he said there's certain types of like black men, boys in London. They obviously grew up in like North London, East London, so there's a certain way. You've seen Tyreek. Yeah. Even the way they talk, the mannerism, they're just like and they'll see him with like the dreads, piercing, all this like his color coded is matching. I'm like, I would never have deeped it like that. And then I heard Dami talk about it, and I'm like, I don't know what masculinity is, because the same guy that can fight Alex Pereira wears pearls and paints his nails. So I'm like, cool.
Like, to be honest, I don't like. I feel like our definition of masculine and feminine always came from. It just came from just gender roles. You get what I mean? Yeah. Like, what's masculine for a guy is to be able to build stuff, be able to provide, be able to pay. Yeah. And like men. I remember I read this thing somewhere. It's like men usually like these have a hard life, like because it wasn't masculine to take care of yourself. Essentially. Yeah. Like, bro, do you know? One time I was in the gym with when I was working, right? I was working with the Mundalis and that, and like me and two of the guys were cool, so we used to go gym at lunch, and like. Bro, you know when you're doing the squat, yeah? And the thing, like, this is when I'm just first back in the gym. I was talking about like getting gloves because I'm getting calluses in my hands and shit like that, and they call me a bitch. Because I don't want my hand to be hard. I'm a bitch.
Do you know what? You can't do soft life.
Bro, I remember in school, almost being looked like you're a bitch for moisturizers.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And it was so
ingrained within these things, and then you see like a Dami who is well kept is another word. And even, for example, Martin, I've known Martin for like time. Martin we went to play football once and he was on a beret to football. And I'm looking at him, bro, we're going to play ball. Why are you wearing a beret?
He's pulling up like he's on the runway, bro.
I was like, whatever. I still have that snap, I kept it. I was like, we're going to play. Yeah. He's wearing a blue beret, he's like, peace. And I'm like, so I get you. And even then, that was an element of me showing, I was like, we're going to play football. Why are you being fashionable? Because we're going to be men right now. You know? Yeah. So why are you wearing a beret? But when you played ball with him, the guy would still kick you, he would still tackle you hard. The way he dressed had no impact to how he would he would play man's game, let's say that, on the pitch. So that's kind of what I was kind of thinking. I've watched the clip, I've seen the reaction, people react to it, and there's still some bigotry towards him, because he did say he lips one of his friends if you watch the whole interview. But in context, he said he was playing with girls, they were getting girls to do mad stuff, so dared them to kiss. He said the trade-off was worth it. What I got to do for what I had to do for what I got them to do and I got to do.
He said, you know what? It's the price I was willing to pay. and look, and to be honest, like at the end of the day, yeah, all of these things, like if you like painting your nails, if you like doing this, if you like doing that, like at the end of the day, it really just is what it is. Like it is just what it is. You know what I'm saying? However, though, like I feel like girls are more judging themselves, and some girls will see you doing like them kind of things, and all of a sudden they feel like you're not masculine enough. They don't feel like you're.
I think it's also to be fair to them. I think it's also they're just attracted to. So there's an attraction in them to builders, to the guy that looks masculine or ruggedly handsome. But that's what they say is medium ugly. That's why that term even exists. He just looks like a rugged, looks like a man. I think sometimes that's like there's an attraction they have compared to like a pretty boy or well kept guy. It doesn't look as manly.
Do you know how many times I've heard girls say that? I can't be fine to try to be prettier than him in pictures.
Yeah. So for some of them, like there's stuff like that happens. So, and the last one I want to make.
Wait, before you get there, do you feel like if masculinity was out of 100, do you feel like you lean more towards the feminine side or the masculine side?
I think I lean more see, it's hard because in some aspects I would say more masculine, but other aspects I know I'm an emotional person, and that would be like a feminine trait. But that's because I've always said it was always me and my mom. I'm firstborn, so it's me and my mom and me and my happy thing. So there is that element of like I am an emotional person. I can be quite an emotional person, but I'm also like sports. But what is
emotional feminine? If
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like it would be attached as a feminine trait, but I don't think it is.
Like,
it
literally, like we are all born with emotions. Like, granted, women might feel it to a different degree, but
because remember when you showed emotion, they'd be like, "Oh, be a man," or "You're a man." You should like. So then you think like, okay, you don't really associate it with it. Masculinity, like if I'm showing emotion, if I'm an emotional person, like or I feel the way, maybe it's a feminine. That's why I said it. But I would say if I was to encompass everything, I'm probably more in the masculine side.
Okay, you know, like so obviously I've got a niece and I've got a nephew.
Yeah.
Right. My nephew is mad. Like he's just like he's touchy, he's huggy, like he's proper friendly and all that kind of stuff. So he always hugs me. My niece, we used to be like that, but then she's like 7 now. She like honestly she doesn't care about that. She when she's in her own zone, she's in her own zone. She doesn't care. Do you get what I'm saying? But like I'm here like I'm calling him my nephew, I'm giving him kisses, all this kind of shit. And then for a second the toxicness in me was like, should you be teaching this little boy like this? Bro, I hear you because it's passed down within us, and now like sometimes we just do what our parents did because we revert to our default. We reverse what was default within us. Now you're like, maybe I should be teaching it to be more tough or more or hard, like a hard man. I don't know because the same like obviously I've used Izzy as an example. He said when he lost to Alex, he just went home and he cried, just let the tears flow, and that's just a way that's an emotion that you experienced. When he won, he said he was so happy. He says in the interviews like, yeah, these are feelings. Your nephew should be allowed to let him feel, but it's also what you teach him is like when he should be able to express it, maybe to who, not to anybody. I don't know when that comes. Then you cries randomly, something like because usually I won't tell him stop crying, but bro, you cried over something stupid the other day. Stop crying, bro.
And it's also those things like you don't cry over that because and maybe you explain it to them why it's like you deal with your emotions this way because we don't want to grow another generation of like. They're getting defensive because of how they dress. They're calling them sassy, zesty, or as a man. Why you
I find zesty a hilarious word. I like it. Rolls off the tongue.
Some of them replied says, "I hear, bro, but that nipple piercing was sassy as hell." I was like, Twitter. You can't say anything.
You know what? It's weird. It's weird being a guy because like before you even know that you want to do something. When you finally like, you know what, I actually want to try that, and then you're thinking,
as a man, should I be doing this?
You know what I'm saying? Like, as a man, should I really get my nipple pierced? But like, bro, if you want to pierce a nipple, bro.
Yeah. And obviously, I would call you a semi-casual football fan.
Yeah.
What do you think, like maybe from the outside, all this Mbappe billionaire stuff happening? Let's go back to trade about this.
Okay. You know, because this applies to this is like I always say, the storyline is better than football.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let me explain the storyline. I'm sure if you're a woman listener or a girl listener, you've heard of Project Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe is basically.
They know who Mbappe is.
Yeah. This guy has been world class since he was basically 17. If you watch the World Cup, you've seen Mbappe. Mbappe last year he wanted to leave. He was a free agent. PSG then gave him, I think, 600 million over 2 years.
They gave him a crazy deal. Like, that deal was so crazy, it actually shook football.
Yeah.
Like, pundits and everyone was saying that, it's really football. Yeah. He got that much money.
He was 23 years old with 600 million guaranteed over the next 2 years. So he played last season, so he has 1 year left on his deal.
But there's an option to extend.
Yeah. Now, there's also loyalty bonus. So if he stays till September, he's guaranteed... 1st of August, sorry. He's guaranteed another amount. So he obviously... He said, I'm not leaving. Give me my money. But the club that owned him said, yo, bro, if you're not going to sign another contract again, bounce. He's like, I'm not signing a contract and I'm getting my money. So then they told him, you know what, we're going to Japan. You sit at home. We're going to Japan.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Put a pin in it. Right. The reason why it's the thing, because like if his contract runs out, obviously he's out of contract, then he can go to the next club for free. And PSG have essentially put their whole financial hopes on this guy because... Not only is he's the future of football essentially. Yeah. He's been at the top of his game since he was like 16, 17.
I saw a tweet and I saw his first full season. I was like, this guy's really been world class since the age of. He's the true meaning of generational.
Literally. Also, he's from Paris.
Yes.
Like he's a Paris-born youth.
Yeah.
So when PSG, Paris Saint-Germain put him they've literally put their whole franchise on his back.
Yeah.
So the amount of money that they've sunk into him, they can't just let him go for free.
Yeah.
Because you're essentially losing. You paid 600 million for something, and you're not getting anything.
You're losing the world's best player right now for free. It's unheard
it's bad
of.
business.
It's like Michael Jordan, like just going somewhere like for free. It's just bad business. So they're trying to recoup their money. Like if he's not going to sign, which is calm, just give us our money. So then there's been a lot of transfers. The Saudi teams, the Saudi Arabian teams are trying to build up their league and build up their cachet. They've been sending a lot of European players.
Then we spoke about on the podcast when Ronaldo. We spoke about on GTG when Ronaldo signed.
Yeah,
it's the same place Ronaldo signed for. They got, I think, what they allocated how many billion?
And gave them houses and everything. Yeah. And also the other thing about Saudi Arabia is if you're not a resident of Saudi Arabia, your wage is tax free.
No.
So. The Saudi Arabia team comes to say, let me help you out, Paris Saint-Germain.
Even before that, everyone knows that Mbappe is going to Real Madrid. That's his destination.
That's his dream. He wants to go to Real Madrid once his contract at PSG runs out. But obviously then if Real Madrid is going to get him for free, they're not going to buy him. They're not just going to say, okay, let's buy him.
And PSG has slapped a 200 million euro
release clause.
Is there a release clause or that's a transfer fee?
A transfer fee.
They slapped. So his price for leaving this season, they're like, you don't need to leave this season or sign a new contract. He doesn't want to sign a new contract, so they're saying, yo, it's 200 M's to buy him. Real Madrid are coming from a position where we just spent 100 and what did they spend on
who?
Belgium.
Oh yeah, like I think it was 108 or 100 million. Yeah,
they spent like 100 million on Belgium, so they spent quite a bit of money already. Dropping 200 M's like that, it's not easy.
Especially with a player with 1 year left and they can get for free.
Yeah, like I can literally wait. I can wait.
This time next year. And
down there in 9 months, I get you for free.
And you can actually start negotiating with the player in January.
Yeah, you can actually even technically sign him in January, and then he comes at the end.
So Real Madrid have no incentive to pay a big salary for Mbappe, who they can get for free in a year. He's made it clear he wants to go over there. They've made it clear they want him. With Paris Saint-Germain, it's a pissing contest. They don't want to look weak and sell to Real Madrid, so they're holding their asset. Then the Saudi team pops up. They're trying to build cachet. What more of a power move than signing the world's best player to your league?
In his prime,
24 years old. So they say, Mbappe, we'll give you a 1 year deal. So this time next year, you will still be free to go to Real Madrid. We'll pay, I think it was £258 million, so maybe 300 million euros for just Mbappe to sign him. And you, Mbappe, we will give you a 600 or 700 million salary for the year.
Now, let me break that down for you, right? So, on the high end, a lot of on the high end, I think when I was getting $1 million a week.
Yeah.
Mbappe's deal is 13.2 million euros a week.
At 24 years old.
A week?
For a year. So it's not like he's tied to Saudi for 5 years. He just has to go there for a year with this amount of money.
Bro, you know what it is, yeah? You actually know what it is, yeah? It is impossible to turn out that amount of money. Right?
Apparently it is, you know?
No, okay, but this is my thing, right? So, on this team, Paris Saint-Germain. Their thing is they're owned by Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, either Abu Dhabi or Qatar.
It's Abu Dhabi, I think. No, not Qatar. They have all money as well, Sha. They have all money as well, Sha. So they went and they started doing Super League. So we're gonna go buy Neymar. Obviously, people know who Neymar is. We're gonna go buy Messi.
They even bought Mbappe. They got from Monaco.
Yeah, they bought Mbappe as well. But the thing is, right? It's not sustainable. You can't just have that many superstars on the team. So now Messi's gone to Inter Miami. Mbappe and Neymar, they've fallen out. They're not really boys like they were before. Neymar wants to leave PSG, but he's got nowhere to go.
Yeah, he's 30. He's injured.
He's 30. He's come to the end. He's coming not to the end because he's far from done.
Yeah,
but he's
just not an attractive asset as he used to be. I'll take him though.
And there's very few people that can actually afford him.
Yeah.
Then now Mbappe as well. He's kind of him and the club have had public what's called
disagreements. He's not. The whole team right now is in Japan. Yeah. He stayed back in Paris.
So my thing is, what do you have to stay for, bro? Go for 9 months.
Yep.
Go become a billionaire, and then go to where you want to go. It's a no-brainer.
Logically, it's like What's there to think about?
Do you get what I'm saying?
What's there to think about?
PSG get their 300 million.
Yep.
Real Madrid get their striker for free. The only problem that it causes is that Real Madrid lost their striker to the Saudi League this season, so they need to replace their striker. That's the only problem that, because it's like, we need someone now.
Yeah.
But apart from that, bro.
I'll wait 9 months anyway. If it was Mbappe, I know you need someone now, but who am I waiting for? Mbappe?
No, you buy someone.
I think the ball one guy from Newcastle. I was like, fill in the spot.
Bro, you don't turn, that is your kids, bro.
Now, let me ask you this. Because me and my missus always have this debate about like class. Because an example is, I keep saying Tommy Fury, 5K aside, make the most amount of money. You're not gonna make money fighting an actual boxer. And it seems like, wow, that's not classy to fight YouTubers. As a boxer, you should be aiming to do more and actually build a legacy. I'm like, what? His legacy is that he's Tyson Fury's brother and he's married to Molly May. That's his legacy. Fight Jake Paul against side, make money. So that's the argument, the conversation I have in my house is like legacy, money, building. And then my friend Sam came on the timeline. Is like, yeah, but what about his legacy? Is he making money?
No, because you know what? Yeah, like this is if he was playing for Man City, I think this is a different situation. PSG, the team is falling apart. Yeah. They're not going to win the Champions League this season. We don't care about another Uber Eats league. Yeah. What's called? And you're out for 9 months, and also there's Euros next year.
Yeah. Well,
sit out.
I love summer tournaments.
Sit out. Because you're probably going to sit on the bench. It's not going to be an enjoyable season for you. So go.
I agree with you.
Go do 9 months of training for the Euros. bang in the Euros, and then after the Euros,
go to Real Madrid.
You're France. You guys are front runners to win anyway.
It's literally they're in the final of the World Cup.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying?
November.
And then go Madrid, bad up everything, and go win the Champions League. Wow, it's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. Well, from the outside looking in, I was like, maybe like more now as a football fan as myself. Do you think this whole Saudi thing is making football weird? It's becoming very financial, and we're losing the heritage and all of that of football.
Yeah, that's been gone.
Yeah, because I was thinking about it, like, since I've been watching ball, the team with the most money always bought players. Mm-hmm. Now that team is just in Saudi Arabia. Like, Madrid always buying players, City got money, Chelsea got money, they start buying players. City got money, they start buying all the players. PSG got money, they start buying all the players. So it's always been this way, but I know it makes people uncomfortable, white people uncomfortable, because it's not them. Because now they start adding all these caveats. You dream to play for United and Liverpool and that. Like, yeah, my dream at 16 when I have nothing is one thing. My dream at 28 when I have 3 kids it's another thing.
Do you get what I'm saying? And also, this is the thing, right? This, like I said, it'll be a different situation if a year away took away from his legacy. This next season at PSG, I don't think it does anything to his legacy.
It won't add. If he wins the league at PSG, it does not add to his legacy. Nobody cares.
Bro,
he just got a World Cup hat-trick, and he's won the World Cup at 18. There's no that Uber Eats doesn't move the needle. He's better off. I actually agree with you. If I was in Mbappe's situation, I'm 24 years old, go to Saudi for 9 months, and you know they'll treat you like a king, because they will see it. This is what happens in basketball. Like, they see it as a year, as you are here, as a year to recruit you, to stay for longer. So they will treat you in a way that you're like, I can't leave this life. Yeah. I have got to go back.
And also, it's just because if Mbappe does it, it okays other 21, 22, 23-year-olds to go.
And that's the move.
And that's the money.
The 300 million isn't just for Mbappe. It's to see we attract the world's best. Because they are still attracting very high quality. Like the current Ballon d'Or holder, he went there. Yeah, Benzema's there right now. He's on the wrong side of the 30. Yeah. He's like 34, 35. So this is the move that short term, yes, they get Mbappe, but long term, you'll look all the 24, 25. And it makes going for the money move not as icky. Because they do this thing, especially in football, they do this thing of heritage. Like, historical heritage, Real Madrid, Liverpool. Fuck all of that. Like, I start watching American sports, it's all about get the bag. Yeah, get your money, get paid.
The thing is, like, how many footballers we heard that they've gone broke? Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mika Richards has 8 jobs because of this. He said he turned down money, and then the team got relegated, now he works for all the broadcasters.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I just think it's impossible to turn out.
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous if he does. And last thing, shout out, like Kim Kardashian. I run Kardashian agenda, but that woman is flying her kid across the world to watch these football. He's living my dream, St. West.
Oh yeah.
He was in Miami watching Messi's debut, Messi bang one winner. Then they flew to Japan, and he's watching all these he's watching Neymar, Ronaldo. Bro. Then he's chilling with I saw Ronaldo and Kim Kardashian and Speed are having a Ronaldo Messi debate. I was like, only on Elon Musk's Twitter. Well, I log in.
Oh, sorry, not Twitter, X.
Oh, yeah. I actually like the new logo. I don't know. Bro, I actually kind of like it.
Elon just came and decided to ruin what's called.
Yeah, it's his toy. It's like, but I don't think he's done anything that's made me stop enjoying Twitter. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't really see anything that Like I'm like, alright, I'm not enjoying this.
I don't tweet as much anymore, so it just is what it is.
The thing that ruins Twitter is think pieces and people that think they just want to be intelligent for their fucking. The people on it as want to rule it. They want to quote tweet you to think that they're smarter than you.
Massive.
Think pieces.
I like with. We'll get over that.
Anyway, let's run. What's
what's called? Dilemmas of Deji, real quick. Yeah.
Let's go.
My boyfriend called me the hard R.
I saw this. Read this. I saw this.
Me and my boyfriend have been together for almost 3 years. Our relationship has been very healthy up until this comment, and I have always thought that I wouldn't even hesitate to say yes if he asked to marry me. We have arguments, but they're never anything too serious. Last night he really blew up at me because I accidentally put a dent in his truck when pulling out of a parking lot and ended up calling me the hard R. I'm a black female and he's white. He has never said anything racist before and has apologized already, but I'm very hurt and I honestly can't stop crying. He told me that school/work is stressing him out and he took it out on me in that moment because the dent in his truck was just the cherry on top of everything shitty that's been happening to him. I know that he truthfully is sorry. He keeps on repeating himself and giving me excessive amounts of affection, but I don't know if it's something I can just get over easily. I love him too. I love him so much, but this really fucking sucks.
Do you know there's a trend that's the reason I don't date outside of my race?
Yeah,
that's
why.
That's not even number one. That's like in a note. Do you know when you say note and then you write?
That's the header.
Literally. I remember being young, and obviously when you're going out with girls, and one of my friends actually said, "It's like I'm always worried dating the white girls because one day she'll just get angry and she'll come in the door." Literally, that was one of the fears we had. It was like, what if you just vex them to a point? You know, you've dated women. You know how the pay they get and how sharp their mouths get. We've all experienced a sharp woman's mouth. How they now, if I experience a woman's sharp mouths, that's never happened to me personally. But I don't know if you can come back from that.
Bro, that's the first time. That's the first time he said that out loud. Man, he's probably being thinking nigger.
Go to remember more in it. But I don't know. If I'm her, again, you don't tell me what to do in a relationship. But I just don't know.
I can't do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you can.
The thing is, like, you know, I don't like people saying that. Oh, I said that because I was angry.
Yeah.
Because no, you just said that.
Yeah.
Like,
don't remove accountability from yourself.
And you know what? And this, because certain people hate when I do this shit. If something starts getting heated, I'm quick to dip because I'm a prick. I don't want to say something that we're not going to come back from.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So I'd rather just leave and then we can come back and do whatever than say something or we'll never come back from it. Because she's never going to get over that.
Yeah, never.
Because now it's like, okay, next time we have an argument and you get pissed off about something, you're going to call me a nigger again.
And then you know she's definitely going to bring it up. What? You're just going to call me a nigger.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like, whatever the argument is going to be, she's just going to refer to that as a reference point. Oh, you're angry and you're going to call me a nigger. And then it's going to be frustrating to him because it's like, at some stage, it's also, if you stayed, you have to move on from the situation. Yeah. That's another aspect of a relationship. If someone decides to move mad or something, and the other person party decides to stay, you staying also requires you move from the situation because then if you keep bringing up the situation, then you become the person that becomes annoying. Because then once you stay, it's gonna just left.
Yeah, like fuck off then. Yeah, but like, bro, man, like, nah, I can't.
I'm with you. I can't do that. I don't.
Bro, you can't do that to me.
But you know,
I have to fight with that.
On Elon Musk's Twitter, I also saw someone who was also their fetish when they do role play. The one dresses as the slave owner.
No, I understand that one. Like
when you put everything in sex, did you understand? August 6th, karaoke.
No,
August 6th.
Some say
August 26th. Sorry.
Some say some man might, hit on Chris Brown takes it down. You know the move.
But the short. I don't think I can come back from that.
No,
and because I know every time you get, I'll continue to bring it up, and because I'll continue to bring it up, there's no point of us to
be here. Even if I don't bring it up, I feel like. Even if I don't bring it up, I feel like every time we get in an argument, I'm expecting it.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And like, nah, I couldn't get that. You can't tell me that.
So there is certain things that you just can't get back from in a relationship.
Yeah, that's one of those ones. As soon as it leaves your mouth, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
But then again,
we're
not in our situation. There's a lot of people that have been in a relationship where they've said there are certain things that they can never look past. And
yeah, but bro, like, because my thing is like,
it's easy.
Why is that the thing that firstly pops into your head?
Not firstly, because they've had loads of arguments before.
No, but what I'm saying in that moment, like, granted, you have things happen in your week and all that kind of shit. Like, you don't just get pissed off, right? Like, think about your wife could like everything could have been happening during the week, and then you come home and your wife is giving you stress. You're like, oh, not now, man.
Yeah.
You're not thinking, fuck, bitch. That's not where your head is going.
That's true.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because like what's it? Like, let's say if I was dating like a girl a girl with like a disability or something, the first thing I'm gonna say to her when I'm pissed off isn't gonna be like, oh, that's why your legs don't work or something like that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, why is that what's in your... That's not the first thing that's in your brain. That's the first thing to blurt out. Instead, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Like a regular fucking person. The hard art. Bro, babes, let me tell you something. That man will kill you one day. Get out.
I get it. No, I'm with you. But sometimes it's when people are actually in the midst of it, it's hard to look past. A lot of people are in relationship where they say there's certain things, if it happens to me, I'm definitely out. Or they tell their friends, I'm definitely out if this happens. But they stayed on. Just so to end, Love Island's coming to an end.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I stopped watching.
You stopped watching? Oh, the last episodes were class.
Yeah, I caught up in a bit of it.
They did another movie night.
Yeah. I saw
Mitch is not real.
I saw Scott Mitch a knobhead.
Scott, he went home. He's sick of him.
He's gone home?
Yeah, he went home.
Oh, no, I think he was getting the ick off Abby.
It's actually mad when men get the ick, man. They can't even pretend.
Bro.
They can't, men can't. Women will at least still talk to you and like, they can still have that. But men get the ick, it's so... She was playing footsie with him. Like, you like playing footsie? And he moved this. He literally,
I saw that.
physically.
And then he got on the left.
He got up. And then they're like having a bit of an argument. And she's like, oh, let's just go around here and talk. He's like, nah, I just want to go talk to lads.
Yeah,
so left her there. But Tariq is losing everybody.
Bro, you know what? Yeah, like, because me, my Tariq stock was high.
Yeah.
But like,
bro, your stocks this season, man.
What?
Catherine and Tariq.
But
Different.
Catherine let me down. But you know what? But you know what though?
Well, you knew Tariq was stocks. So
yeah. Like the thing, it's hard. Like, because sometimes it's just not necessary.
Yeah.
Like telling Whitney to show up in that moment just wasn't necessary. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? Like some of the times when he gets involved in some of these things, they're just not necessary.
Or he tells Scott, I don't think you're into her. You're into like.
See, even with that one, when you sit everybody down and say, yo, you man were chatting.
Yeah, that was fine.
I respect it.
No, there was another one where he told Scott about Abby. He's like, I don't think you're really into Abby.
Oh, yeah.
So, leave the guy alone.
Yeah, but you know what though? To a certain degree, when like if obviously they're not friends or whatever, but if we're in this show and we're supposed to be all open and shit like that, should I not be able to tell you that?
Yeah, that's true. Like again, see, we look through these clips and sometimes talking to your boys like, yo, I could be talking to him like, Deji, I know you've been seeing that girl for like 8 months, man. Do you really like her like that?
Yeah, she's
that probably outside like that. So, do you really like her like that? Yeah, so, no, I don't think so, man. I just see the energy you give her.
I've had this conversation with boys.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you don't like this girl, bro.
So maybe there is an element of that, but sometimes on TV, just
especially
like,
if you've seen him with someone else as well.
Yeah. If you've seen him be all touchy again, but the person that he was like that way, they were saying he was playing game. Maybe this personality is just not on that kind of love vibes.
But you know what? You know what though? There's nothing more painful than bagging someone, and then finding out they're corny as fuck. Like, bro.
I hear it.
That Empire nigga, he's corny as shit, bro.
The Cork boy.
Yeah. Oh, he's definitely a Cork boy. He's 100%. Like, if he doesn't live in Cork now, he was probably born in Cork.
Somehow, some way, he's
this connection, or he has a cousin in Cork or something. Because, bro, like, you see. Oh my god, it's just so corny, man.
That's how the TikTok of him doing this, clicked my finger, and then he was topless cooking. I was like, there's one thing about being a content creator, I can't do all of that, man.
Yeah.
That's because I can't do all of that.
Even like, I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. There's certain things that I just maybe it's the toxic nigga in me, but I can't wake up, set up a camera, go back to bed, and then get up again. I don't judge anybody for doing it, but you know what? Yeah, to be honest, that's probably my problem, my fault. I need to get.
Yeah, sometimes if you're doing this content, you have to lean in. You have to be comfortable.
I think I take myself too seriously, man.
Because sometimes even like your man Young's TV. Remember him ages ago? He actually got cancelled because all his skit was sexual. At the end of the day, but just to put a camera and film yourself talking or doing anything.
Yeah, it's tough. Like
it's gonna be cringe for ages.
Yeah, to be honest, you're cringy. Like when you start something, you're cringy until it starts working. Yeah.
And obviously we were talking like earlier, like that's the criticism that Dongo said. He always says that he used to get off his bait. Do you think Snapchat is paying you? Do you think you're now he can go live and get 1,000 people on live, and that's like no, it doesn't look as cringy because you're like he pulls it off. Bro. But at first it's like what are you doing?
On that as well.
Yeah, everyone's
give that man his pros.
Shout out Love Island, man. It's actually very because this was the last week, and the fact that they did another movie night and they called it the Grafties, but just basically showing up. And then the day after, I was like, the fact they could squeeze in still two very good episodes in the last week, because by now it's like dead.
Oh yeah, that's the reason why I stopped watching, because like I miss the episode. For me, sometimes if I miss like Love Island, it happens every year. I miss the episode, and like after they do the movie night or whatever, it's just like everyone's settled in their relationships,
the couples,
and it's all just
they're grinding it out.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? And then the rest of it is just boring. So but it seems like
no, shout out Mitch.
This year? Yeah,
like I was saying it to my missus, I'm like, Whitney, Mitch, and Tyreek, whether negatively or positively, they've made people feel.
Yeah.
Like Whitney's the favorite, feel good, happy, and the other two angry, frustrated, annoying. But those two will be remembered because they actually made you feel something. Whereas the rest of them just like bypassers. They're not really. So yeah, top season 9 out of 10. I'll give it for this season. By the time this is out, it'll be over. It's over. So anyways, we're recording.
What's it called? 26th of August. KARAOKE, we charge it.
Yep.
Make sure you pull up. Make sure you buy a ticket.
Bring your friend.
Early birds tickets are still out there. I understand that everybody's outside. Payday's coming. It's been an expensive month for everybody.
Yeah.
So look, get your tickets. Hopefully, I want to chat to the boys. See if we can do some giveaways for some people. Look, like I said, link is in bio. Make sure you pull up. Make sure you buy tickets. Come have a vibe. The Spotify playlist hopefully will be in the description as well. Add some songs, because I know there's some certain songs that some of these DJs are born in 2000. They don't know.
That's actually true,
They don't know about it.
If you're 20 when you're born in 2001, 2002, sorry.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's true. That's
look,
true.
if you want some certain songs, like, because I want, like, what I genuinely want, I want everyone coming and being on a good vibe, blurting out lyrics, shouting songs. I want to go old school. I want to go white old school. I want to go new school. I just want to have a great time. Yeah. And that's really it.
And like for people coming and still saying like, we wanted the podcast element, it'll be there. Me and Deji will be there. There'll still be the podcast element. There'll be the karaoke element. There'll be a competition among some of your favorite influencers and podcasters within the scene. So yeah. Oh no, I've thought of something.
I just thought of somebody, but she can actually sing.
We'll discuss.
But look, we're going to have a fantastic time. Please pull up.
And I forgot to say, we are Judges of the Game, and we are the podcast with the highest level of analysis to culture needs. I'm Uncle J, but you must call me Jordan, and I was here with...
your girl favorite voice, Big Deji, nigga with the maddest touch, your girl's favorite host, and all them things there.
And if you made it to the end of the podcast, thank you for listening.
Judge it.